Welcome to the ultimate destination for all things entertainment. Get ready for exclusive access to the hottest movies, shows, music, and everything in between. From blockbuster premieres to behind-the-scenes action.
Saturday Night Live recap. Best Actress winner Mikey Madison makes dull hosting debut. SNL and review readers. Citizens of Conehead Nation. Systems activated and engage. We're back in lovely Studio 8H for a stretch of 3 episodes. Tonight will be hosted by Mikey Madison, who recently won an Academy Award for her work in Anora, which was crowned Best Picture. Viewers may also recognize her from the FX dramedy Better Things, one of the latest Scream entries, or her turn as one of the Manson girls in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Tonight's musical guest is Morgan Wallen, a somewhat controversial choice who first appeared back in 2020. SNL 50 shenanigans aside, the show has enjoyed a relatively decent creative break, with only 2 regular season episodes since the end of January. Let's see what our hopefully recharged creative masters have in store. I suspect the recent Trump White House snafu, including Signalgate, will inform a fair amount of comedy. Mikey Madison joins Ego Newton and Sarah Sherman as high school girls gossiping in a Signal group chat. Suddenly, Jenna Bell and her friends are joined by Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, Andrew Dismukes. He continues their chatty cadence, sharing and speaking in emojis as he shares national secrets. He invites Vice President J.D. Vance, Bowen Yang, who continues the inappropriate conversation via Greenland. He notes his work there is mysterious but important. Rubio in the house, hollers Marcelo Hernandez to applause. This was a cute if obvious concept, given the national security uproar this week. Fun to see the host appear in the cold open, and Dismukes is good in this role. Madison notes that she has a relaxed vibe in real life, yet in the movies, she's been set on fire twice and experienced several violent ends. She talks about her background as a horse girl, which is a nerd but with long hair, showing a cute pic from Halloween growing up. There's also a nice moment where she asks the audience to guess who in the lineup is her twin brother. If you guess the one who looks like Ron Weasley on testosterone, you win. There's a goofy cutaway to whether she's actually the person on Anora doing her pole stunts, and that's it. Pretty low concept out of commercial acting teacher Hernandez gives some unconventional acting tips to students in his class. This is a sequel to a sketch from November. The show continues trying to make Hernandez happen. He's loud. It's a shoe ad, not a you ad. He screams at 2 students practicing their Nike script lines at a no-nonsense judge. Newton cautions prospective jurors that work will not be an excuse for getting out of serving. She meets a number of kooky participants. The cast gets to play weirdos. Emil Walken returns as Luigi Mangione. Hernandez screams again while wearing a shiny blue jumpsuit similar to one Benson Boone donned for the Grammys. SNL's Chloe Fineman demonstrates her pedestrian Parker posy in White Lotus impression. Is this really the best way that the popular Max series is being approached? Lame at its college spring break, and a couple, Fineman and Hernandez, has a meaningful heart-to-heart about marriage and growing up. That's in the foreground. In the background, oh boy, wacky antics, including vomiting and other goofy altercations. 2 years ago, Jenna Ortega tried to have a serious conversation outside of a chaotic Waffle House. This is the same premise. Man, Colin Jost goes full Signalgate, while Michael Che makes a brutal OnlyFans joke. The dystopia continues, complete with Diddy and Veep references. Rise and grind. Speaking of dystopia, Devin Walker comes out to describe his intense TikTok-influenced 3 a.m. wake-up regime. There's a nice callback to Jay Farrow here, and a Colin Jost cameo. Side note, does Lorne Michaels not do true on-screen cameos anymore? The TikTok spoofs here are spot on, pretty funny. A brief Hear Me Out segment is next, where Jost tackles Paddington. Hear me out, Paddington's a toxic bitch. He's an illegal immigrant freeloading off a nice, gullible white family.